Back at Eldridge Park in Orleans on the Anglers Extra pregame show. Time now for the Manager's Show with John Schiffner. Schiff, last regular season trip to Orleans. How are you?
I'm good. I'm okay. I do like this park. It's a beautiful park. It's a beautiful setting, except Route 28 now is about 13 feet away from us. But aside from that, it's a beautiful setting for a baseball game. I really enjoy this ballpark. Just nice spot.
Did the street used to be further away?
Oh no, it's just just there. It's just kind of there. And what are you going to do? Build a state highway build a baseball field on a state highway. Okay, all right. But maybe that wasn't there. I don't know, but no, I've always enjoyed it when I came here as a player. I liked it. Coaching here, the atmosphere is great. The Orleans fans are fantastic, except when they swear at me. And no, I enjoy coming here. It's always good to see Kelly. Kelly and I go back a long time, and it's a good ballpark, great organization.
Last night in the 4-2 win over YD, Jeff belched 6 scoreless innings for the second time this summer. What did he do to produce that bounce-back start?
Well, he threw strikes. He threw strikes. He pitched very quickly. Like I say, work fast, throw strikes, change speeds, and it's exactly what he did. He just threw very, very well. And if you get ahead of the hitters, it's a wonderful thing as a pitcher. And then we made good plays behind him.
Does that type of start put him in contention for some playoff starts?
No question.
Innings?
No question. It's all depending on now is when, when's he going to be ready? And, so yes, he certainly earned the shot. No question.
Do you plan to shorten the rotation as you get into the postseason?
Well, right now, today we're going to pretty much a staff outing today and tomorrow just to get ready and put us in a position that we feel comfortable to, win the first series.
Jeremy Pena got out of a pickle last night in the 6th inning. What type of agility does it take to pull off the move that he pulled off around first base?
Well, he did the old football move. He fake right, went left, and did a little bit of a, outside roll. It was a great job right there.
We've got a Schiff relic right here. Not as old as some of the other ones that we could have pulled out, but for those of you watching, this is Grillin' and Chillin' with the Skipper, the official cookbook of the Chatham Anglers, published in 2014 and written by John Schiffner. What was the origin of this cookbook?
People said, put it together. I enjoy cooking. Of course, every one of the recipes in there has been plagiarized. So I guess not every one of them. There are some that I actually, inserted some things or deleted some things or whatever. But, I just like to cook. I've always enjoyed it. It's always been kind of a hobby. And a couple friends of mine, said, put it together. Do it. Why don't you do it? And okay, we did it. And it was fun. I wasn't trying to make money, and I seriously mean that, but it just didn't sell, And I thought the price was reasonable, but it didn't sell, so we've been giving them out. I don't know how many are left, but it was a lot of fun to do, and it was a lot of fun for the people who got them free. They didn't feel like paying. I don't even know what Ed charged for them, but I think we sold like 8 that entire summer. But it was fun to do, and you get some nice compliments back going, hey, I tried that one, it's pretty good, and I tried this one, and it was just fun to do.
I'm going to pass this off to you now.
Yes.
And we are going to plan an entire evening's worth of food and drinks.
Oh, this was
Can you
signed.
run through that quickly?
You got a signed one. How about
Yeah.
that? Well, I would start off with cocktail hour. I'm a big bourbon guy, gin guy, vodka guy, anything that has alcohol in it. If I'm going to go, I'll probably go with a nice gin martini, straight up olives, a little dry and a little dirty. And after that, then it's kind of like, I've got the bluefish pate, which pops out right away. Fresh bluefish pate with crackers, which would be really nice. Then this is my favorite right here. My favorite app. I call them swordfish dabs. You cut up chunks of swordfish, you coat them in some kind of hot sauce, usually a Cajun hot sauce, a little butter, and then you just sear the living daylights out of them. You you blacken them. Oh, they're good. Oh, they're very good. Then after that, the apps are, after the apps, you kind of go for whatever entree you want, and they don't have to be in here. I like, as you just saw if you want to go barbecue, the barbecued tri-tip roast. Can't beat it with what I call a Northwest rub. It's in some book someplace called an Oregon rub, so I called it Northwest. And that, but you have a nice rub on it, and oh my God, the tri-tip roast is from the sirloin end of the cow. It's only a chunk of meat about 3 pounds in a triangular shape, and you just cook the living day. You just burn it outside of that thing. Then you indirect heat it and serve it rare. Oh boy, it's really good. After that, you could go post game beverages. One of them in there is the Goombay Smash, which is made of rums and pineapple juice, orange juice, a few things. It's a very nice desserty kind of drink. And then, of course, you can finish it off with the chocolate chip ice cream cookie, which is Martha's favorite. There you go. That's a pretty good meal right there. That's it. From soup to nuts. Well, not really. We didn't have the soup. Although I do make, and it's in here, I have two chowders in here. I've got the Manhattan chowder, which people, of course, were really angry about because that's Yankee chowder. But it's very good. It's just a nice change from the classic New England, which is fantastic. New England, but the clam chowder is fantastic. The Manhattan is a nice change. I like to spark it up a little bit in the tomato broth. It's pretty good, but of course there are people up here who just wouldn't even touch it because it means it's from Manhattan, which is near the Bronx, which means we're not going to eat it.
What is the Dodger Stadium dessert that you have stolen from Don Mattingly?
Well, that's the Coolicoos. At Dodger Stadium, it's a chocolate chip ice cream cookie. They call it a Coolicoo. So we changed the spelling to our Coolicoo, and we don't roll it. Martha doesn't roll in little chocolate bits. She just leaves it that way. But she's done a great job of diversifying. We'll have some Coolicoos with peanut butter cookies with chocolate ice cream. Or we went chocolate chips again with chocolate chip mint ice cream, and that was a nice diversity. There's a lot of stuff you can do there, and that's what I say in many of these recipes. You don't have to stick to it. If you got something you like, use it. But we had a blast doing this. It was a lot of fun.
That's awesome. One of the many relics of John Schiffner's 25-year tenure as manager.
There you go.
Schiff, thank you.
Sure thing, Max.
Cooking lesson dinner is served. Chatham Anglers visiting the Orleans Firebirds for supper tonight. First pitch coming up. Schiff, ready to get to the grill.
Yeah,
one half barbecue, one half seafood, one half alcohol.
You are the greatest mathematician since Pythagoras. Oh boy, if you folks did not see that, check out the Twitter and look up that Schiffner's cookbook and how Max set up the ratios of half barbecue, half seafood, and half alcohol. There's something missing there. You tell us what it is.
I'm starting to think too much like you.
Oh, there you go.
Chatham and Orleans coming up. Back to Drew Carter for more on the Anglers Extra pregame.